Benfica do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Benfica come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And now the breakaway. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's whipped it across. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And here's Messi. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great...
Messi! Diaz. Now it's Diaz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Valverde. He has found the way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Diaz. That has ended up in no man's land. Benfica yet to have an attempt on goal. Stood up well to him there. Koundé. Valverde gets over and intercepts. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold. Now he's got space here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Koundé gets rid without sophistication. Diaz receives it in a wide position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Benfica upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly.
It's Son Heung-min! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's Cambiasso. Now, this could be a chance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Diaz. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. Oh, well played. Diaz is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post. And that's caused a worry or two. Oh, good spread. Here comes the cross. Oh, important interception. Vermin! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Foden. Looking for options for movement. Thinks about the shot. It is a corner, good chance. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Hit into the middle. Costa Curta gets it away.
Benfica have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And that was very necessary. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Musiala shoots! And that has fair fizzed. Koundé. Hakimi. That's been slipped through. He is through here. And the finish! Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Foden. Foden. Nice interception, well timed. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Son Heung-min. Out towards the flank. Foden picks it up out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Rafael Leao. Oh, that was vital. Yamal. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's the chance to counter. Can he get it through? And the shot! And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Mbappe. Deftly away. And he was quick to react. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Mbappe!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. Musiala. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Not the most convincing of passes. Taken back almost at once. Diaz climbs up big, and it's come back out to him. It's in! And at last the deadlock is broken. Now can they dare to dream?
Now that's just down to great character, Peter. It's so tempting to become disheartened having been pegged back once, but to do it all over again, that's fantastic.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Benfica have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
And they've got rid. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's Bale! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now, can they get him away? Unai Simon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Hakimi. Well, the voices from the stands are becoming that much more frantic now. They are doing everything they can to help the team.
Well, it's often understated, but they can have an impact on games like this. It's time to respond in kind, up their game.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Son Heung-min. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Mbappe.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Shot, sure, in he goes again. No mistake. We thought it was over. It's all square once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Valverde. And that is as far as it goes. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
Benfica are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Benfica cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. He's through here. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He has found a way through. He's found a way through. Looking to play him in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Cruyff. Passing nice and neat. Shot could be... He's had a shot! Goal! Benfica! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
This is going to make things very interesting, as their opponents will have to take a risk or two now.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Samba gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho, Denilson, and he's worked it through. Samba claims comfortably. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Kukçu, Denilson, aimed beyond the defence, delivers the ball, and that should get the job done. Locatelli, and he's intervened well there. And Hakimi, Koundé.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. The message is clear, none shall pass. Rafael Leao! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Rafael Leao clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
That is a little undercooked. Oh, just skips past his man. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. João Neves, and it's Cruyff. Back into the middle, Rafael Leao. That's going to go a long way. And here's Roberto Carlos. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Stood up well to him there. Threads one in. Kukçu. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Denilson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Referee's given a throw. Now it's Kukçu. Roberto Carlos did well to stay calm there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Elise's cross. Vermin. Now it's Musiala. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, that's well spotted. Played out towards the right wing. Now he's got space here. And they've got rid. And claimed it back swiftly. Denilson tries to play it through. No luck with that dink over the top. And that's shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Benfica are looking to go forward now.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Locatelli. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Picks out, tries a shot! He scores! Offside.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Tries from a long way out. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Benfica go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Benfica definitely want to carry on in a similar manner.
And he shoots! And that's a superb piece of defending. Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos goes short. Benfica have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Not the worst challenge in the world, Peter, but this really isn't the time for it, is it?
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Denilson. That's good running with the ball. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's Isco! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 3 coming up. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Oh, sweet feet. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Chu gets across to intercept that. Passes short and sharp. And he's heaved it away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cruyff. Hit into the middle. He rises! And he hits the net! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Benfica are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, strongly challenged there. No way through. Now it's Musiala.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Cruyff. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he thumps it clear. Serginho. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Hangs one in. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Knocks it out wide. And it's Neves. Well, they can break here. Denilson. Danielson has been caught there, it's a foul. A straight red card, another twist in this promotion epic. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Benfica are down to 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 87.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 42. Número 16. Número 3.
Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Número 10. Número
Costa
18.
Curta.
Número 2.
Rafael Leao.
Número 23.
Nicely weighted ball.
Scholes.
Played into space out
Número
wide.
6.
Goes for a shot! Superb from Puskás! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead is extended still further. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Can he get onto this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Puskás. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Pedri. Priol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for a runner. Wilshere.
Such good technique.
He is through here. And now they can clear their lines. It's a pretty loose pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Rafael Leao. Pedri receives it in a good position here, looking for the run. Costa Curta does well to get it back. 4 extra minutes added on. Can he get it through? There's a sharp little ball here. David Villa! Oh, taken with style.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So is this the start of a comeback? Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Now it's Pedri. And this is Puskás. And that's that. A statement win on a crucial day. And now major tests await. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Benfica really deserve full marks to have come through such a difficult game in the manner they did. There's always a feeling that the fear of losing is what ultimately decides games like this, but not on this occasion. They played the game and the occasion beautifully.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Caros espectadores, o consumo de bebidas alcoólicas é apenas permitido nas zonas indicadas neste mapa. Muito obrigado pela vossa compreensão.
There is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Decent chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Frimpong has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Referee's given a throw. Hakimi, can he latch on to this? Lopez with the cross. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. And it's Lopez. Now it's crossed into the... He gets big! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
No, that was never going to make it. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Locatelli. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Now it's Musiala. João Neves. He's in space and looking for options. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he was quick to react. Haaland might just make this.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Adams. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Kane, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Great vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Roberto Carlos receives it in a wide position. Doué. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's intervened well there. And he's found a way past. Picked out, and the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Hangs one in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Sends it crossfield. Costa Curta is there to clear. He's going for goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Musiala getting this one clear. Well, there's the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And he's going to be disappointed with that. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is just off target. And he's there to belt it away. Now he's off and running. He's had it taken off him. Looking to play him in. Haaland. Now it's Haaland. He's got tall. And another try. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So off we go once more. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That has ended up in no man's land. That's a shade optimistic. Sporting have it back and can go again. And it's Musiala. João Neves. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Roberto Carlos. Frimpong. That is good alertness. That has not gone well. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. They're urging him to shoot. Can he finish? And he's found the net! The second half sparked straight into life. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Sporting have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Musiala, Benfica still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, well measured. Now it's come to nothing. Fermin. Now it's Musiala. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Musiala.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And this is Kane. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. João Neves. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Neves. Some resolute defending there. Hakimi calmly anticipates. João Neves chasing after it. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos. João Neves. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
That's going in strongly. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that was very necessary. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Sporting clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a good ball. That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball. That's a throw.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 42. Número 14.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Número 87.
Benfica are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Número 9. Ibrahimovic. Número 10.
Corner number 2 then.
Número 4. Número 29. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hakimi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ibrahimovic receives it in a good position here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball, and he shoots! Dispatched clinically. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want. Knocks it out wide, and he goes for the header! Ferdinand clears it away.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Hullet. And he welcomes it in. And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. Hakimi. And it's Neves. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos. Oh, can he get onto this? Stood up well to him there. And the pass is intercepted. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Beckenbauer. Back into the middle. Knocks it into... Shoots! Goal! Benfica! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Played back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot could be on. Oh, it's a great ball here. Puskás unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi receives it in a wide position. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Rafael Leao. De Gea claims comfortably.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rummenigge. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Benfica are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Pedri looking to run onto it. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Benfica have themselves a chance from the spot to increase the lead. He has spurned it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Ferdinand. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Puskás. That's travelling a long way. Pedri, who does have an assist to his name. Rafael Leao! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Mateus. Nicely aimed pass. Here's Tchouaméni. Oh, good spread. Half an hour played now. Pedri.
This is the time you need that pace.
João Neves. And it's Hakimi. Now it's Musiala. Hakimi is in a really good position out wide. And this is Puskás. Messi. Rummenigge. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's found a way past. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happen...
Shot a goal! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Spread neatly. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Passing nice and neat. Chouameni. Milan are looking to break at pace. That's been slipped through. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Here we go again then.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ferdinand is... Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Hullet. It's a mighty effort. They've scored. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And now he has two. And Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas.
Big chance, and a shot! He's got a goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 87.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Played back in. He's going for goal! There's the shot! He has done it! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Threads one in. Benfica do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Has a shot! Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Yeah, I felt that this was what their opponents were setting up to do, and they got away with that.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Musiala. Now it's Rafael Leao. Brilliantly cut out. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style! Rafael Leao duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Benfica. Oh, in he goes again!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, played right into his path. Musiala. And it's Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos. And it's Musiala.
Musiala really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Pedri. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this? Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Chouameni. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bullet in the hunt and looking threatening. Ibrahimovic. Barcola. This looks promising. Nicely shaped cross. Crossed in again. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Turan. Oh, good-looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. No way through. That's a cute ball. Cross into the box, big header! And he hits the net! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
He's had a shot! And that was very necessary. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Benfica desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch. And you never...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're on the way. Koundé becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Sergi has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And it's Neves. Now it's Del Piero. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. Ibrahimovic. Chance! Davids. Messi. Oh, super find. And this is... And Del Piero! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful...
Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rafael Leao. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Rafael Leao. Kane. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's gone for goal! And that has fair fizzed. That is good alertness. Now it's Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. And this is Del Piero. He's got away. There's the shot! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Messi.
Benfica are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafael Leao, and this is Kane. Picks out, big chance! Goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hasebe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Rafael Leao has cut it out. Hasebe. Oh, there's a probing ball. Morocco are looking to break at pace. And it's Totti. Rice. Kane. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, he's found support out wide. Header! No, not the best of headers.
Rafael Leao really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafael Leao, oh, perfectly measured that. Tries a shot! Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Lopez. Totti. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Rice cuts out the pass. João Neves. Benfica are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Costa Curta clears it away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Totti. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's Sergi. And it's Totti. Sergi. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely spread. Played back in. And that is expertly dealt with. And the first half is done. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
There's the start of the second half.
Benfica can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ibrahimovic. And that has been clubbed away. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fermin. Hakimi. Ibrahimovic. Threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rafael Leao! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Morocco are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cruyff. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Fermin does well to get it back. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hasebe. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Lopez. Pass somewhat off target. Rafael Leao. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafael Leao.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Benfica really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's in on goal, and the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rafael Leao attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's looking wide. Davids for Hasebe. Davids. And the pass is intercepted. That's been slipped through. Czech claims comfortably. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Cruyff looking to run onto it. That's a decent clearance.
Substitution for Morocco.
Morocco have their second corner now.
Coming on the field is number 5.
Del Piero goes short.
Substitution.
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
That's a throw. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's got his cross in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hops him off it and wins back the ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Diaz is in a really good... Can he finish? Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And they've switched it over to the other side. Could be danger here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hakimi. There will be a throw-in. Cruyff is onto it in a flash. And he was quick to react. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Hakimi. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. And that was nowhere near his best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Morocco take what looks to be a decisive lead.
They're still...
And we're done. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Unai Simon making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, it's remarkable considering...
And the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Yamal goes steaming forward. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Scholes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
And he shoots! It's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Benfica are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Benfica look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Roberto Carlos is flagged offside. Adams. Now, can they get him away? Looking to play him in. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! Back to within 1. Interesting. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Pedri. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's a fine interception. Roberto Carlos gets rid without sophistication. Looking for options for movement. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! Oh, it's a stunning goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And this is getting better and better. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here.
Can he finish? Scholes. Adams getting this one clear. And here's Haaland. That is good strength. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xabi Alonso. Alonso! Off the post! Scholes. Well, that pass isn't the best. Distributed tidily. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, super ball. Yamal's, he gets big. And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Hakimi. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Musiala. Across it goes. And a chance! Oh, that's a waste. Nesta. Yamal. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Plays a sharp little ball here. Played out to the right. And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Serginho. Adams was in no mood for any of that. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Decent progress down the left. Now it's Barcola. Well seen, saw that coming. That's good vision. Unai Simon gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. There's the start of the second half. Now it's Puskás. He is through here. And he welcomes it in. Xabi Alonso deals with that comfortably. Looking for the run. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Diaz. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's got away. And the finish! It's a loose ball. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, terrible pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Oh, it's come loose. Out towards the flank. And that is out of play.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Baresi tries to clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through, and he's picked it up out wide. Serginho, diving header! And again! Brilliant from Pedri! A finish right from the top draw! You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Barcola.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he can clear it away. Musiala, chance! He scored! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Benfica go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. And he cuts out the supply, as that has been slung wide. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Musiala. Red Skull. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Haaland. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Serginho gets into some... Header! It's a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 42. Número 13.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Número 23.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Número 9. Ibrahimovic. Número 21.
Benfica surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rafael Leao gets into a good position. It's a promising position. Rafael Leao. Roberto Carlos. That's good play. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's picked his way through. Rijkaard. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. All the way back. Benfica moments now away from seeing this one out. Aimed beyond the defence. Bale. Now it's Cruyff. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Vamos ter 3 minutos de compensação.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Roberto Carlos. He is just caressing the ball. Nesta. And it's Xavi Alonso. It's Vinicius Junior. Now is this the final assault?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
There's the header! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Benfica can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Puskás claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, it's a win that came as a result of an ideal start, Peter. A high-octane start at that.